know, and I honor you by you coming here and giving up your time and your energy to share with us all of these great things that you have to share tonight. So take your time, enjoy the Spirit as the angels flow around you. How much time? Let's see, it's 10 till 6. You have an hour. Is that enough? We have to be out of here by 7:30. So if you're going to do the closing, then just so we have time, 15 after, 20 after, to do our housekeeping and visit a little bit with each other, okay?
Okay.
Great, thank you.
That works for me.
Okay, great.
How's everybody today?
Wonderful.
Okay, before we get started, just want to take a moment that everybody just center themselves and just really focus. There's really no right or wrong way to focus. And when you're ready, just come back into the room. Okay, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Brett Getros. For the people that don't know who I am, I've been to the meetup before, and I want to thank Corinne for definitely having me here. I really appreciate that. Before I get started and speak on compassion, I just really want to share with the audience that it's really nervous being in front of everybody and speaking. But one thing that I've learned about speaking is you, the audience, really want to support me and be there for me while I'm speaking. So if you could do me a favor, you could just hold space for me as I get into speaking about why I'm here today. I would greatly appreciate that. That'll just really help it to flow. And I'm actually really excited because the angels and just the energy and just the intention that Corinne has set for the meeting tonight is just going to be really phenomenal. So what I would like to do first is that growing up I had an experience I was always laughed at when I was speaking in front of other people. So I developed this idea that I couldn't speak in front of other people, and I was just really nervous. But over time I realized that once I can own my own power and be comfortable with who I am, things just begin to flow. So what I'm going to be talking tonight, and some people will know about, some don't, so I'm going to be talking about compassion. And if you could take a moment and you could think about compassion, about human suffering. Anybody in your life where you had experiences, either family members, you hear it on the news, and Corinne kind of touched about war, about suffering. And suffering is really difficult right now in a lot of people's lives. We're living paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes we can't even make it. But Corinne really pointed out something really important, is never to give up. And I have to say that I'm really honored here to be able to speak on compassion, because I really thought that I wouldn't be the person that would be speaking on this topic. And sometime back in June, the Archangel Gabriel was speaking to me. And I go to school at Southwest Institute of the Healing Arts. And I've done a lot of different coaching, a lot of different things. And in the process, I've experienced some suffering myself. I experienced some tough times in life. I didn't have a really good experience with the family, per se. But I'm an overcomer, and I'm really an overachiever. I don't let things keep me from moving my life forward. And when I really think about suffering, and when I really think about where people are at in their life, and how things necessarily don't go as we plan, but we call on God, we call on Spirit, we call on angels. Everybody's belief is different. So what I would like to do right now is I would like to do an opportunity, anybody in here that has any experiences, if they know somebody that's had some type of suffering, either they lost somebody, somebody's going through some kind of illness. Is there anybody in the room that might have an experience that they could share about?
Okay, I'll share about my son. He's 33, and he's going through this period. I'm not quite sure what it's about, but he is, it's, before I would have called it like nervous breakdown,
Right.
but now I know that he's just, I don't know, he's just in pain about something, and I don't think he even knows what it is.
That's true. There is a lot of pain. There is a lot of emotions going on. And Vicki, you could have said it better. Sometimes we can't put our finger on it. But the thing that we can do is we can simply just pray for our friends, pray for our children, and that they get